From Morwen's kwama egg quiche to the mind-sharpening canis root tea, Tamriel's food is as rich as its history.
The kwama egg quiche, beloved by both Nords and Imperials, carries the legacy of Dunmer survivors from Vardenfell. The Sea Mile Rod's tonic, a rare cross-border delight, balances the richness of Cyrodiil's beets with the tropical punch of Elsweir's fruits.
These dishes aren't just about sustenance, they're about a connection. Each one represents the diverse cultures and rich histories of Tamriel. Whether you're sharing Kariva's toast with friends or savoring a cup of canis root tea to focus your mind, these foods remind us that the most extraordinary meals are often the simplest. Today, we'll explore how to recreate these flavors in your own kitchen, from the perfect quiche to the magic of bacon. There you go. In the heart of Skyrim's rift, where the towering maples sway gently in the spring breeze, the first signs of warmth bring a treasured ritual. Rift Gold syrup. Its amber hue glistens in the sunlight, a perfect gift from the land, a true treasure of Tamriel. It's the perfect topping for anything sweet. And this is how you make it. First, we're gonna go ahead and get a small saucepan. We're gonna start heating it up. So once your pot's on there, we're gonna go ahead and crack in 8 ounces of your favorite maple syrup. Then we're putting in 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 2 cinnamon sticks. The smell of the cinnamon, the maple syrup, and the vanilla dancing, just, oh. But we're gonna go ahead and let this simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes, really just to impart that cinnamon flavor into the maple syrup. It's been simmering about 10 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and throw this in the icebox and let it chill for about 2 hours.
Flavored by eccentric mages or weary battle mages alike, this rare brew transforms the humble, gnarled canis root into a potent tea that serves both body and mind. A staple in wizard towers from Winterhold to Wayrest, it's said to sharpen focus and ward off fatigue. Without a steward to brew it for you, this recipe will guide even the most arcane hands to the perfect cup, assuming you don't consider tea making beneath your magical stature. To make sure me and Jay are focused up for this episode, we're gonna go ahead and brew you guys a batch of this tea. First step is to take a medium to large saucepan, get it on your burner. You want it like a medium heat because we're gonna toast up some really weird ingredients. Once you have your pot on there, it's warming up, you're gonna go ahead and take a tablespoon of dried dandelion root, 1 tablespoon of burdock root. Both of these ingredients are pretty hard to find, so you might as well just go on Amazon and order them from there. We're gonna toast this burdock and dandelion root for about 5 minutes. Never use either of these ingredients for a tea, especially, but this smells almost like a toasted chocolate. It's delicious. Once that's been toasted for about 5 minutes, you're gonna go ahead and add 2.5 cups of water. 1 cinnamon stick. Give it a quick mix just to get those flavors. Now you're gonna let that go ahead and come to a simmer and then let it go for about 15 minutes. So it's been about 15 minutes and we just turned the heat off. We're now gonna take our mixture and dump it in a teapot.
Gonna have a nice cup of tea. Oh my God. Oh my God. I did not know it was gonna taste like that.
That's amazing.
It's very good. Don't forget to subscribe to Tea Time with Jay and Kev.
Now back to the episode.
A rare treat found in the border markets between Cyrodiil and Elsweir. This vibrant juice blends the earthy richness of Colovian highland beets with the sun-kissed sweetness of pineapples grown in the lush groves of southern Elsweir. The sharp, bright notes of the tropical fruit perfectly balance the deep, grounding flavors of the beets, creating a drink both invigorating and restorative. Favored by travelers and healers alike, this juice is said to refresh body and spirit after long days crossing the wilds of Tamriel. Sustis juiced us up with this cold press juicer, and today we're gonna put it to work. So I have never used a juicer before, but putting this together was a breeze, and honestly, I'm pretty excited to give it a shot. First, we're putting in a whole English cucumber. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and juice it. Oh, gotta close the lid. This is actually cool as hell. What the heck? Look how cool that is. You get a little minced up cukes on one side and the delicious juice on the other. Now we're going in with a whole pineapple. Good. That's cool. We're gonna be putting in our knob of ginger and 1 medium beet. And this is going to be a perfect juice for our breakfast.
Once a secret of Vardenfell's ash-covered kitchens, kwama egg quiche escaped Morwen alongside fleeing Dunmer after the Red Mountain's fiery wrath. Now it's a beloved comfort across Tamriel, shifting and adapting to the flavors of each region. With its golden flaky crust and subtly spiced, velvety filling, this dish wins over even the most stubborn palates, from Skyrim's mead-hardened Nords to the Imperial elite. I can't wait to taste the tradition baked into this Dunmer dish. First step is to roll out some of our rye pie dough. If you want to know how to make this, go ahead and check out this episode here. We're gonna go down with a little bit of flour. Boom. We're gonna hit our rolling pin with a little bit of flour, and we're gonna roll this bad boy out. So you're gonna get this thing rolled out to 1/8 inch or until it fits in your quiche dish or pie dish. Once you have it rolled out to about yay big, you're gonna go ahead and take your quiche dish. We're gonna go ahead and put a little olive oil on the bottom of our quiche dish and go ahead and just grease it up just so you don't have a stuck quiche. And then we're gonna take this entire thing and we're gonna set it in our quiche dish. And then you're gonna go ahead and gently push it down so it gets to the bottom. And you're gonna press it in, make sure everything's on there good. We're gonna take a knife and cut off the excess. Now we're gonna go ahead and push these edges in so we get that nice decoration on the outside. Once you have your crust laid out, you're gonna go ahead and set that aside. Now we gotta make the insides of our quiche. We're gonna take a tablespoon of butter and we're gonna watch that thing dance. Ooh. Then we're gonna go in with 2 cloves of garlic. Now we're gonna salt up 2 tomatoes and we're gonna go ahead and throw them in the pan. We're gonna let these cook for a few minutes until the tomatoes soften up. This has been going for about 5 minutes. We're gonna pull it off the heat and set it aside for a second. Next up, we gotta crack 4 eggs right here into this bowl. Now that we got our eggs in there, we're gonna go ahead and add a 1/2 cup of milk. We're gonna whisk all this together, then we're gonna add some cheese. Once you have the eggs whisked up, you're gonna go ahead and add in 8 ounces of cheddar cheese. We're gonna take our fancy dancy shredder and shred in some Parmesan cheese. You want about a 1/2 cup in there. And then we're gonna whisk that up so everything gets combined nicely. Now we're gonna go ahead and take our pie dish, bring it back in. We're gonna dump that right into our pie crust. Then we're gonna take our tomato garlic mixture and we're gonna spread that on top. Once you have everything in your pie dish, you're gonna go ahead and throw that in the oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour until it's nice and fluffy and golden brown.
Made from Kirava's fluffy spiced loaf, this is a morning after staple at her inn, the Bee and Barb. The rich slices soak up a mixture of eggs and warming spices before being crisped on a hot griddle. Locals swear by slathering it with snowberry compote or a drizzle of local infused maple syrup. The result? A dish that comforts even the coldest Nord heart. This is gonna be so good. Let us show you how to make it. First, we're gonna cut into Kirava's famous bread. We actually made this here. Now we're gonna start cutting. You wanna cut these nice and thin. We're gonna go with about 1/2 inch here. That was a little thick. Next, we're cracking 4 eggs into a bowl. I'm gonna poke these egg yolks, get them broken, and then we get to whipping. Once it's starting to look like this, we're gonna slowly add our 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Now that your eggs and milk are all whipped, we're gonna go ahead and add 1/2 of your butter into the pan. Wham down. Next, the bread's getting battered. We're gonna put one side down. It's gonna soak everything up. It should take about 30 seconds to suck up all that stuff. All right, it's been sitting for a little while. We're gonna flip this over on the other side. We got some cinnamon sugar we're gonna top these off with. All right, it looks like our pan's ready. Our Argonian toast is ready. We're gonna put this in, cinnamon side down. And we're gonna cinnamon sugar the top in the pan. Look at that, woo! All right, so once it's ready, you wanna flip this over. Ooh, that's one. And we're gonna repeat that process until we finish all this bread.
Today we brought together some of Tamriel's most iconic dishes: the rich and comforting kwama egg quiche, the mind-awakening canis root tea, Nasima al-Rahad's vibrant tonic, Kirava's spiced Argonian toast, and the sweet golden Rift Gold syrup. Each dish told a unique story of culture, survival, and flavor, giving us a taste of Skyrim, Morrowind, Cyrodiil, and elsewhere all in one meal. All right, Jay, let's eat. Woo! Another episode that canis tea really had us focused in. This food came out great, and we can't wait to eat.
What was I gonna say? Yeah.
Subscribe.
Now, you know, what I always say is this is the best thing we've ever had. I'm going to say it before we even made it this time.
French toast first?
I want to get the egg. That looks tasty.
Yeah, savory first.
Savory first. All right. Here we go. We're going to dive in. We're going to let you guys know how this turned out.
Ooh, crust is good.
Crust is good.
It's a little soggier than we would like, but using a pie dish, you're going to get that. Quiche dish will sort that out.
How you doing that so fast?
Bro.
Word? This is almost as good as Traveler's All-in-One Breakfast in the Pan. Shout out.
So the Sussie's cold pressed juicer just punched out this amazing, delicious juice.
Yes. And easier to clean than you expect. Yo,
It's good. Like normally I don't like a nice fresh juice, but that ginger gives it like a spice to it.
a zing.
And the beets tone it down. It's not too sweet.
Yeah, the beets and the pineapple like complement each other perfectly. And then the ginger's at the end.
But there's that hint of cucumber, which just kind of, I think, just takes the whole thing and settles it down. That's surprisingly good.
Yeah, I drink that every day.
And now for the magic of bacon. Yo, pass me some of that syrup.
Oh, shit, dude.
This is our cinnamon and honey infused syrup.
We learned this in Tracker Snacks, that bacon and sugar just work.
Oh my gosh. That is delicious.
The vanilla and the cinnamon really do be
Slap. And now for some of this French toast. Kirava's bread typically goes stale after 3 or 4 days. So the best thing to do is soak it in some eggs and fry it up into some French toast. Holy, this is the best meal we've ever made. Now get your finger on your mouse and press that subscribe button right now. Peace out, yo. We're gonna finish up this delicious Skyrim breakfast.
brother.